Hey everybody, it's Mark Hanna, Hothead Thundermouth, recording another session of Axis Empires Ultimate Edition. Back here with the Western Allies now. Let's take a look at where we stand. We're picking the option here for, what turn are we in here actually? That's very important to know, isn't it? We can look at that quickly on this chart. Yes, we're in March, April, spring. I knew that. I knew that. All right. So we're in March, April. Sequence of play here. Again, playing with the convenient vassal module. I've had some people say that's what they like. They won't even watch videos if it's like the real thing. Everything's got to be on vassal. Well, I can understand that sort of. I got a good tip from Bridger. He called it a pro tip because I guess he's a pro. It's funny. Anyway, so I can use the mouse wheel to go up and down according to him, but there's no reason to go up and down, but I can press on it. I guess press on this. Okay, now it's going up and down. Now if I press on it, it's supposed to go side to side, but it's not. All right, Bridger, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, we'll check that out later. So it's the Western Allies turn, seasonal phase, option card segment. So we flip over the cards. We're going to discard this and put this as the current card and flip it. And we've got Lend-Lease to allies. We can only play this if the VP marker's axis tied and Russia's posture is war, or France is an active Western country. That is also true. So we can definitely do that. Now, the neat thing here is we do get some Pacific commitment. So that means I might be able to yank something out of the box. Let me check and see what that could be, depending on what we roll. Right, according to the Pacific commitment rules, if I roll a 1 to 3, I cannot withdraw something. If I roll a 4 to 6, I'll be able to withdraw one of the 2 units. I won't be forced to add yet a 3rd unit in there. The 2 is the most. Let's see how the war in Japan's going. We roll 1 die, and it's a 2. No luck for the Brits. The Western Allies are not getting anything back with that Pacific commitment. Okay, now if Britain is not a pack, which it's not, apply neutrals pressured. All right, so we'll do that. Apply neutrals pressured. Let's see what that can be done. Okay, grabbing the rules here, you can see that the options here to tick off are right here. We've got minor country politics and resolve the event. Place an influence marker in a neutral minor country, or remove neutrality or enemy influence marker. So we can only place an influence marker. We can't use the influence event. So I'm not too worried about that. Pressuring the U.S., no point in that. Select a neutral minor country with a Civil War capital. No, no, no. Vichy fleet activated. Irrelevant. Vichy fleet attacked. Okay. So, wider involvement. Yeah, simply nothing really to do but minor country politics. That's really all we can do. Okay, so we'll do minor country politics. Oh, I guess we should take a look at what that event is. It's always good to reread these rules from time to time. So minor country politics, 19.26, right up here. Okay. The faction that received this event must select an area table and roll on it. Okay, if it's a minor country, check the following. Okay. If total war is in effect, we have this checklist here. Okay. If it's an Axis country, we lose. No, yeah, that's good. So we want to pick one where we can lose 2 active Axis steps. If it's a conquered minor country, I have to eliminate an Axis step, and if it's neutral, All right. So let's take a look at our options here for this. That's going to be on here. Conditional events. Nope. Where's the TKA card? All right. So what area can we attack the most? Poland, no. Hungary, that could be a good one. Iraq. Maybe I roll in the Middle East. That might be helpful. That's the area that I'm currently attacking. So we'll try the Middle East. The DRMs are +2. There's no Crusade marker, and there's no USCL marker. So here we go. Adding 2 to this, it's a 3. Persia. Well, Persia, I'm afraid, is a Russian territory. Okay. And as we just learned from these rules, if the result is an active minor country, oh no, it's not active, it's conquered. Okay. No, I'm sorry, it's not conquered, it's liberated. So there is no result here. Okay, there's no result. Okay, next. So we didn't have any result. Let's continue to take a look at this card. All right. Then roll again on the Middle Eastern table. All right, we roll again on it. Adding 2 to the die. 6 is to a 6, and so there shouldn't be anything that happens there, as we don't have any. Where are they? Conditional events? No, no, TKA card. There it is. If you look in the Middle East and you rolled more than a 6 or more, it's a setback. There's no result. So luckily for the Western Allies, they managed to avoid that. Activation of Turkey or something. That would have been not good. And then in the delay box, I get the Lend-Lease marker. So we look on the TK tray, Western 19, and boom, there it is. Very handy, a lot easier than scrunching through all the markers when you're playing the real game. But that's one of the things you like when you're playing the real game is scrunching through the markers. All right, so we send that to the delay box. And that's it. Replacement segments, I get 1 armor and 1 infantry. Let's see what they've got. Here, they're also going to get 1 allied minor, which they only have France. The problem is they only have 1 place to build them. They can't build anything else at the moment. So they're not going to get their minor ally, but they are going to be putting down this partisan base. So that partisan base is going to help us be a nuisance, and I think the best place to be a nuisance is going to be Portugal. All right. When do we put down the partisan base? That occurs in the is it down here in the War and Peace segment? I'll have to see when that happens here. Why am I not seeing this? 1 second. I was looking too far down. It's right here after the option card segment, so I don't get to put any replacements in it, but when I put it in there, it reactivates the minor country. So let's go ahead and get those 2 steps done, and I'll show you what happened here. Okay, so the replacements were put up here, 2 British replacements, and I put a partisan base here. What'll happen in the conditional segment is I can reactivate this and put the Portuguese reserve unit, that's right here, on there, and then those things are part of my force pool. We'll do that later, though, and it'll be something that will annoy the Germans. Okay, so we now move on to The political events segment, the card doesn't have any. Oh, yeah, so now we need to pick a new card. What were the Western Allies going to do? Okay, so given the operations we have going on in North Africa down here, as you can see, you're not seeing this because this mouse wheel is not working according to specifications, as Bridger told me. Bridger. So, press the mouse button and you should be able to. No, it's not doing it. Maybe I have to press the right click button. Will that do it? No. Left click button. Doesn't look like it'll do anything. Yeah. It's not doing it, the side to side move. I don't know why that control's not working on this. All right, enough about that. It's not working. We just got to deal with it. So, yeah, here's the operation down here. Crusader will come in the summer. I don't have a lot of air units right now, but at least I can perhaps tie him up. I'm even going to try to take Cairo pretty soon. I don't have the ability yet to build my unit that's coming in. That's why I can't build it yet. It's not coming in yet until, you know, until June, July. I also have the 8th Army that might be coming in June, July. So that'll make me quite strong down there. I don't know how much the Germans really want to push that. It's quite an interesting situation down here. And with the opening of the Gibraltar situation, the partisan marker, a lot of pressure in the Med. The British want to get back in the Med. They want to send some fleets down there. Maybe they should start. Maybe they should start sending some stuff down that way. I think it's a good idea. They need to be prepared for the Suez to be coming open. All right. So anyway, back to this. We have the political events segment done, support segment. Return to base, beachhead maintenance, skip support unit and convoy marker placement. Okay. My guess is, let's see something here. Doesn't quite line up anymore. Okay, so my guess is convoy here makes sense. Uh, Another convoy here in the south. Not in Australia, but here. Good place for those. Other supports, well, all I have is a surface fleet, and I better keep that handy for something else. So, yep, I'll wait to use that. So that's it for support segment. The next part is anything return to bases. No, there's nothing going on out there. There is a return to base. We do have this air unit that has to go back to the delay box. Send to the delay box. So you'll see that it's up here in delay. We have a bunch of stuff in delay. Okay. For the turn. All right. Okay, movement. So now we move our stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and move the bits around and get back to you after that's done. Okay, we've moved the British down here. You can see, trying to put a box around this. There they are. They're lined up to do a 4-to-1 attack here. They've got 8 factors to 2 with an HQ. So it's going to be a 4-to-1 flat. Both sides, there's no blitz, it's just normal combat. Okay. So we'll erase all of that. Over here, zoom back out. Oh yes, we have to end this thing here. Go back to the cursor. Zoom back out. Boom, boom. And what we did is we also took a 1-factor unit and brought it into here. Since he reduced his units here, I also reduced what I have over here. I moved a guy back here. I also have to decide if I want to move another air unit down here. I've got these two. They're not very good. I might trade off the... Yeah, I'm going to move this 3-3 down and bring the 1-2 wounded guy back. Hold on. There we go. And you can also see I've moved the 7th Fleet. The elements of the 7th Fleet are shown here. We've got a number of fast battleships, a couple of slow ones, some cruisers, and I sent 1 carrier to fight the Italians. Left this back versus Germany, so this is not a very strong force. It's strong enough, but Germans might do some commerce raids now to see what they can get away with, because now half the fleet is back in action. I put them in here. I had to go through 1 off-map box and stop in the second one. From this one, I can operate here or actually move into the Arabian Sea. And then once this Suez Canal is cleared, get back into the bed. That's what we're looking forward to. Okay. So those are all the British moves. They moved armor here, partisan base there. The French, you know what? The French are going to get out of town a little bit. Let's make room for... No, I can't build anything else there, though. Well, he can't really attack with anything that he's got, so I'll just leave it like that. At least try to hold the Germans back a little bit. If they ever send anything down there, which they might have to, right now they're going to be struggling to send anything back down here. That's the real problem. They just don't have the steps. You can see what's over here. What's really happened here is the axis is quite spread out. There, all this French area to occupy, all this French area to occupy with the advent of Vichy France coming back. It's tying up a lot of troops. And Spain's got a garrison itself in Portugal, and there's now a partisan base there. They're just really spread out. It's affecting their manpower as well in the Russian sector. All right, so let's do this 4-1 attack. Here we go. Let's get the 4-1 combat result, and the die roll is a 2. That's pretty good, a DR2. I could take a step loss and hold on, but I only have 1 step, so forget it. We'll go ahead and lose the objective. Oh no. And we'll send in this strong 2-3-3 in there. And now we've cut off these Italians in supply. So altogether, a pretty good turn. Now it's reserve movement. Let me do that. There really wasn't a need for any reserve movement after I scanned around. So final administration phase, conditional events, yes. We can now bring in, I don't think there's anything on the option card, was there? Let's see. Oh yeah, we should hide this. No, there's not. All right, so this is where we reactivate Portugal. Take the reserve marker and put it on the partisan base, and they're now in business. These guys are now possibly buildable. Very nice. Okay, that's it for the Western Allies. Let's clear all the moves. Now we're on to Russia. Let's have a quick look at what's going on in the card sector. So they got the Red Navy last time. So we discard this. And now relocate war industries. Okay. So it also says remove 1 production directorate card. If you have played card 6, you must remove the same card from the deck. Yeah, we haven't done that. Okay, so first remove one of those cards. We look at the Soviet hand. Okay, here we go. Here's the Soviet cards. This is what they've got to play. They've got to discard one of these production cards. I think it said cards 40. Is that what they said? Cards 41 through 44. Okay. So factory production, probably okay with that. Just being discarded. I like to keep the Red Air Force. So let's discard factory production. And that's gone. Okay. Soviet. Oh, I'm going to make that bigger. Ah, there I am. There, you want to see me all right? You guys want to see what this looks like around here? Wonder how big I can make myself. There we go. And it doesn't want to capture it. Not easily. There it is. Frisky, isn't it? Woo! Okay. All right, enough technological fun and games. So that's done. Take a look at the rest of this card here. Let's see, delay box. Okay, card 25. Here we go. Soviets, card 25. 3 of these babies. Nice to have those in the delay box. There they go. And they should be visible in the delay box, and they are. Okay. Always good to check these new modules, make sure there's no glitches with the automatic features. Problem with a lot of automatic features in Vassal, it's not that great of a program to have too many layers of automatic features. Things start screwing up when you try to get too fancy. Unfortunately, it's some people are really good at trying to manipulate the system and push it to the limits. So not something that I do. I'm strictly bam. When I do a Vassal module, I'm copying somebody and pasting and just redoing things old school and not very efficiently. So this particular module by Frank Zarka is a lot more space efficient. Uh, might have been a little too concerned with it, but I think it's fine. I'm enjoying using it. And kudos to Frank Zarka and whoever helped him. Adam helped him, a couple of other people probably too. All right. So now we get 1 armor and 21 steps. All right, so we're going to see if there's that many things in there. Let me pause it. All right, I was able to get 8 steps and 1 armor of Soviets. So let's go ahead and get them placed. Let me do that here. Okay, we've got them placed in different spots to help support areas to a certain extent. That's the plan here. Now we're going to have to pick a new card. So let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and picked the Red Air Force. Let's get this going. I have plenty of steps. I don't need to play some of these offensive preparation things yet. But I do need to try to get some steps out there, and I need to do some attacks. So we'll try to do some of those here this turn. For support, I've put a supply convoy out here. And then, yeah, support is the next phase. Oh, I do have a conference table role. Let's do that. That's part of the card here. Flip that over. Okay. Conference table +2. So it's a 6. Famous conference table. Military aid. Military aid. I think they can do a delay reduction. Do they have anything in the delay box that they'd like to reduce? Let's see. Oh, there's an Air Force. A couple of Air Forces. I won't really need them any sooner than that. Headquarters I could use. I'll reduce that by a. I think I can do a headquarters. I'll check that. Yep, totally permitted to move a headquarters down the track. So we need to make sure we're ready to build that up. Okay. So now it's going to be, what do we have? I don't think I have anything. I've got my fleet. Not the right time to do any invasions here. Contest the Baltic. And do what? You got to have something to do. So there's nothing really that they want to do. All right. So let's do organization and, excuse me, regular moves. Here we go. All right, the Russians have moved. Mostly they need to look down here in the Middle East. They've got all these guys tied up in Persia, well more than they need, but no point in trying to get them out at the moment. So, how could they get them out? Well, they'd have a long, long winding road to Batumi. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes them a couple turns to do that. I don't have the extra steps to spare. I got to build all my steps that I can. So, as you can see in the force pool, I've only accumulated one step. I had to put a detachment here, and these three guys didn't build. I'm trying to get a step over to build that HQ, so I will be building some more next turn. All right. So attacks. Let's start with the north here. So the problem is the poor Germans are definitely outnumbered here and outgunned. So we've got these detachments don't look like they have a stripe on the back, do they? I'm not so sure that they still don't go in the delay box, but normally there's a stripe if they have to go in the delay box. Check that out. I don't know if that's a counter error. Anyway, 3, 6, 9 to 2, 4 to 1. Here's our table. Trying to find a good spot for it. Here we go. DR. Bam. 4 to 1. That's good. DR 1, and they lose a step, though. Well, that's not that good. Okay. So he flips, and they are sent to force pool. And there we go. The Russians have taken that key port. They're about to surround Helsinki and take it down for the count. Taking out Finland as well. So that's happening. Over here, there's no text. We will do this attack 3, 6, 9, 12. It's 6 to 1 on Nikolaev. 6 to 1. 3. I think that's going to wipe them out. Let's check it out. 6 to 1 with a 3, DR2, and then one step. No, it didn't wipe them out. How many? How many DRs? It's a 3, huh? DR2 and a step. Okay. So they'll go bang, bang, and then that flips, and they don't lose a step. This is nice because they free up. This helps them free up some resources. Shortens the line considerably. Okay, no more attacks on the Germans on this front. This has been misleadingly strong. I should probably put this on the bottom. There. That's a little more accurate as to what's going on with that hex. Okay. And then over here, we're going to attack 3, 6, 8 to 6. That's a 2 to 1, but then I'm going to throw that in. That means they're going to be able to do a bigger attack on that. I think we'll just, no, I don't like that 2 to 1. We're throwing it in to make it 8 to 10, 1 to 2. 1 to 2 with a 3. What? No, it's an AD result. Okay. Attacker defeated. I think they're allowed to take one step or they can just retreat. Let me check that. Yeah, as the Russian, I'll take the step loss. Take the step loss right there. Okay, that allows them to do this 3, 6, 9, 12. That's a 3 to 1 with a 4. 3 to 1 with a 4 is a DR 1, 1/1. Wow. Okay. So they take a hit. Not so sure they need to take the armored hit. They might have to. Hold on. Yeah, it's easy to get confused between these games. Some games you don't have to take a step loss in armor if you're not trying to exploit or blitz or something, but that's not the case here. They will have to take the step off of this armor, and then this guy also takes a step, and he has to retreat a hex. So he'll go to Warsaw, and I can advance in, and I will. All right. Then here, 3, 6, 9, 12. No, that's not right. 9. Do we have 3 to 2 on this chart? You do. Yeah, so we'll do a 3 to 2 on this guy here. Uh-oh, with a 1. Don't think that's the result I wanted to see as the attacker. No, I did. DR2. I was thinking of a higher roll is no good. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. DR2, 1. I guess they'll go to Lvov. And they didn't have any armors, so they can only advance 1. It's pretty good, though. All right, and these guys are doing a 6 to 2, 3 to 1, but that rough terrain makes it a 2 to 1 with a 4 result. That's going to be an exchange. All right, I believe with an exchange I can either take a step or retreat. I retreat, my supply line won't be quite cut off, but it's getting to be close to it. We'll go ahead and retreat. I don't want to take any more step losses. I'll retreat here, and they'll go in. All right, the Russian front. The bloody Russian front. Okay. Yep. I'm not so sure how well the Germans are doing, but you know, if they can get Fortress Europa, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's do reserve movement. All right. So the Russians have done their moves. Looking at the air forces here, we want to make sure we're within range of Helsinki, yes, or at least an air base. Yeah, these guys are. This HQ's covering that. I need it to probably cover that. Oh, this guy could have moved. Yeah, he'll move to there. Get him on the railroad. All right. Looking good. Over here, this is not in a good spot. Let's move this down to Voronezh. Okay. I think I got 2 over here too. Put another one back in Smolensk. Okay. 1, 2. Yes, that's good enough. Okay, there's my moves. Forcing the Germans back. That's it. We have delays now. Let's do the delay rolls, and then we'll move on and put this tape up. There we go. Hey, there's a big battle raging over here. You just don't know what it is. Okay, delays. Oh, that's right. We don't actually use the map anymore. Here's the used asset boxes. It's probably helpful to put these. I'm going to show you here. I'm just going to put them on the turn track here, so I don't forget them. They come in next turn. There's the German ones, there's the Russian ones. Okay. This used asset box really would be more useful here on this sheet. I might mention that to Frank one of these days. Maybe he'll watch this video. Frank, if you watch it, move it, please. All right. So, delays, right? Let's spread them out. Like to line these up, mix it up a bit. All right, the Germans are still at -2s. So we'll do the first two guys at -2, 2 and a 3. So they're both in next turn. Very nice. Again, 3 and a 4. So that's one turn. And air unit comes in, turn after that. And then the HQ, it's also in. Good rolling by the Germans. Okay. Technically, all the Germans should roll first. So now we got the naval warfare delay box. These two guys here, one turn and 3 turns. Oh, there's another one in there. They're going rampant. They're not doing anything though. Okay, and then another one comes in next turn. Subs are out there scratching around looking for something to sink. Okay, and the Italian M boat, it also comes in. They'll be out there messing around as well. They can't do a lot without their fleets. All they can do is sub raids. All right, now we got these in the delay box for the Western Allies. All right, so the first die, there's no delay rolls for these guys. 4 and a 5. 2, 3, 4, not great. And a 5, Lend-Lease is a ways off. Okay, and now the ship, oh, it comes right back. When a torpedo just chipped the paint or something. Quick inspection, back in the game. All right, now the Russians are coming in. 3 HQs and that stuff. All right, so the 3 HQs, let's just go bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. And no, 2 turns for that guy, as it turned out, and 5 turns for him. Air unit, 4, and the LBA, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Germans are getting stuff faster than the Allies are getting it back. That's going to be true for maybe one more turn. Then the USA is going to come in. It's going to start chipping away at that delay advantage. The Germans need to get it back up by capturing enough objectives, except they're down now. I think they're down to 6. I'll have to populate the control box and make sure that's correct. Okay, so we can go to the next turn on this chart and just see what's coming in. Start with these Soviets going to their force pool. They got an HQ. The air units. Okay, these guys. That's another fleet. That's a gray fleet. I gotta make sure I'm not duplicating ships on these fleets also. The gray fleet unit. What am I doing here? That's the Kalinin CA4. I don't have that up there. Do I have it up here? No. Okay, so we're good. Kalinin goes here. Back to the delay box. Sorry, there it is. Lame air unit. Go to Voronezh. And a blue fleet unit. This is the Sov Yukra. Just have to make sure I don't have a Sov Yukra down here. No Sov Yukra down there. This is a Soviet Ukraine. Okay, the Ukraine. All right, so it goes up here. All right. Building up the fleet. We're going to have some fleet action in the summertime as the Russians try to cut off supplies to Helsinki and decisively rout the Germans from that. Okay, so what else we got here? Bunch of stuff for the Germans. Let's get that in. All right, we've got 342. I hate this. I hate Windows. All right, 342. Add it to the stack of 443. More important. Another 342. Headquarters, very important. I got 2 of those to build. Okay, air units come in, so I need to figure out where to put those. Let's put those aside for a second. I'll deal with those later. And what's this? The Warspite. Is that the right place for that? Oh, that was going to be one seasonal turn. It's here. Okay, so it's placed one seasonal turn, so it actually goes there and flips to repaired. That was lucky for them. All right, here comes the subs back in. Here comes subs. Do, 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 do. Right. Don't give up my day job. That's right. Okay. Another air unit. Getting some good stuff in here. Ah, the Graf Zeppelin is back. Let's put that in the fleet. Oops. One fleet for the Graf Zeppelin. All right. Might have to go on some raids into the oceans. Okay. What's this doing here? That goes in the... That doesn't go out in the ocean, that's for sure. Thought that was an OBA, but it's not. It's actually a fleet, an air fleet. Put it in here with all the other air fleets. Let's organize this a little bit better. There we go. 3 air fleets and a surface fleet. Very nice. Okay. So tempting to try Sea Lion again, but it's just not practical. Okay, let me relocate where I want to put these air units. I'll get back to you. Okay, I sent them back to Kiev. There they are. And then this will be going into the delay box in the next turn because those return to base, so I'll just do that now while I remember. All right, so send to delay box. Okay, this has been Mark Hanna, Hot Hand Thundermouth, coming to you. Unscripted, uncensored, unapologetic, psychologically immune to social media control. It's been a pleasure. If you like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you didn't like it, you watched all this video looking for a mistake, probably. But I think most of the people who don't like me just come and don't like. And then they don't even watch anything. Hey, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Bye, everybody.